Yes, brother. So today we have the general, People's Army General, the living legend, all the way from United Kingdom, my brother Logic.
Salute, my brother.
Salute, my brother. Thanks for coming here, man.
Blessed for
Means a
having me,
lot.
King. Blessed for having me.
And I've been looking at you ever since I was super young, and like from Spectator. I mean, these are the songs that I discovered you from. I was just mesmerized by the resilience and the your mentality, and as a fan, like, you know, I've always looked up to that, and it's so surreal to have you here and just to speak, and you know,
Respect, my brother. Blessings.
thank you for
It's an
coming
honor.
again.
It's an honor to come. Obviously, number one, to check you, my brother, but
Yeah.
also just to be in India is a blessing, you know? Definitely.
So, I mean, what kind of a journey has it been like, you know, because you've been doing it, I've been watching you since probably 2012, and to be able to like say what you want, and you know, a lot of your music is not the conventional music that we were also exposed to, because in India we were exposed to two different types of music, and what we say is the commercial and the underground.
Of course.
You know, and you were the pioneer in underground, especially in the United Kingdom.
I was
And
one of, I suppose,
one
yeah,
of the
I was
pioneers, yeah.
One of the pioneers.
Yeah, yeah, one of the
Of
pioneers.
my generation. There was people that came before me, and there was some that came after me. But yeah, of my generation, yeah, I hold my own weight, you know, I
Yeah,
suppose.
yeah. So how has it that been like? You know, how did it start from? And like, you know, like I want to know your roots. And it's not just me. It's also like, you know,
Yeah.
I'm speaking a lot of like representing a lot of people. I'm sure like Tony and a lot of the guys that, you know, we
Interested. I hear you.
interested, but they're very probably they cannot ask you this, or maybe, you know, because they're introverts or whatever. So, you know, just asking in our behalf.
Well, yeah, my roots. My father is Jamaican. My mum is half Irish and half Nigerian.
Okay.
So, yeah, born in London, South London. Raised. Yeah, I was raised by my mum. My dad wasn't really around when I was growing up. He was in and out of getting in trouble, etc. But yeah, I was raised by my mum and my nan. So that's why my Irish side was very important to me growing up. You know, I was taught a lot about my Irish roots and where I came from that side of things. I had to kind of search for my black side, if you want to put it like that. You know, my mum gave me the little seeds I needed to know, and then I kind of went and discovered for myself my Jamaican side, etc. But yeah, as for hip hop, started as a teen, man. Started as a young man, just writing lyrics, normal. And I think from where I'm from, Brixton, South London, it's a very it's renowned for gang activity, should I say? Yeah.
Yeah.
And from a young age, I built a studio in my house, where all the local MCs could come, get together, and that's kind of how I knew everyone before, but that's how I kind of met and joined a lot of dots within my community, you know. And yeah, we just started making music, but essentially what it was for me, like I said, my Irish roots are strong. I know about the troubles in Northern Ireland, etc.
Yeah.
I started to research about Africa, and I went to Africa when I was like 13. That kind of changed my whole perspective on life fully, but we'll talk about that in a bit.
Yeah.
But basically, at that age, everyone was talking about negative stuff, you know. We all were, even me, to tell you the truth. I could show you some old tracks where I used to say the N-word and
Yeah.
the odd little thing, but I was always conscious with it. I'd always have messages to say, but I was in a certain space, so to speak. But for me, I think with my Irish roots and learning about certain struggles that were going on, I felt a need and like a moral obligation to incorporate that into what I was doing, because people started to listen to me. And when people are listening to you, you have a responsibility as a speaker to not lead them astray. You understand? And whether or not you take on that responsibility, that's your personal choice. But I chose to take on that responsibility, from a young age. So yeah, my music has always been message music, you know. And like I said, I was from Brixton. It was a small little bubble. I didn't really know about UK hip hop. I didn't even know it existed. Like, my experience of hip hop was obviously American hip hop. So the first albums I bought was Wu-Tang, 36 Chambers, and Mobb Deep, infamous Mobb Deep, yeah. And yeah, from my little bubble in Brixton, where everyone kind of spoke about the same thing, I kind of left there and I started to venture out. I went to open mics. I used to go to open mics in different parts of London. And at that time, it was very territorial.
Which year are we speaking about?
Wow, you're going to give away my age now. You know?
No, okay.
You're going to give away my age. It was a long time ago.
It is a long time ago.
Because
I'm just saying, because things were rough back then in it. Like, it's not like now. Because I've been to Brixton now. Like, you know, when I came across, and I've heard stories, like mad stories.
That's what I'm saying. Like, from when I was younger, it was very territorial. So to the point of you didn't really venture out too much. You did if you it's not like you're scared to go to other places.
Yeah.
But most people just tended to stay in their area, you know. But yeah, I started at them ages. I think I was about 19, maybe 20, when I started to go out and find open mics and start to find out about UK hip hop from as a whole, like the London posses and MCD and Task Force, and I started to learn about different ways of delivering, you know, because a lot of people used to spit in American accents. Yeah, that's what we found in England, because they're just mimicking what they know. But that's what I found when I started to venture out. People have their own tongues. You see people from Birmingham spit with their accent, you know. So yeah, as I ventured out more, there was an open mic actually in Carnaby Street. Mid-central London. It's like the proper heart of London. And called Deal Real. It was called Deal Real. That's where I met a lot of the UK scene, including Loki. Me and Loki linked up, and we just kind of made a connection of, we need to deliver a message together. We need to create positive change with our art. We can't just be coming here, rapping for people and going home.
Yeah, not just being entertainers, being like...
Do you understand? Being edutainers.
Yeah.
Being able to say something and educate people.
Yeah.
Cause whatever we're
Learning.
researching and learning ourselves, we want to pass that on. Whatever way we can in our art form.
Yeah.
So yeah, from them times, we started the People's Army, basically. We started the People's Army with the aim to create positive change through our art form.
Yeah.
And yeah, the rest is history. The rest is history, my
I
brother.
mean, you've like, the tracks that you've created, like as a younger, like Question Everything also, it takes cojones, you know, to like...
You see what it is though? I know what it is. See what, like looking back,
Yeah.
I tell you the truth, looking back at certain lyrics I spat,
Yeah.
I do, I think, okay, right, that was quite deep. But at the time, I didn't think, I'm writing this and this is gonna, what, you know what I'm saying? What am I writing is crazy. I'm just saying what I feel.
Yeah.
Like,
It's crazy,
this
bro.
is what I think, this is what I feel, I'm gonna say it. If I think the Queen's a lizard, I'll say it.
Fucking hell,
If I
you know.
think, do you understand?
Yeah,
If I
yeah,
think
everything.
Margaret Thatcher needs to dead,
Yeah.
I'll say it. I'll just say it if I
Yeah.
think it, you know, and I'm not scared to do that, you know. It's inspirational, trust me.
Yeah.
When you see others doing it as well, it inspires you to do the same. Do you understand? Especially as artists. I know I've met a lot of artists on my journeys, and after we've connected, then they think, I should be saying something. You understand? Whether
Yeah.
they make a one track or two tracks and then go back to you have an impact. You understand? So you are able to influence others to follow your path by setting an example, basically.
Yeah. And I think you've done it with People's Army, like in my eyes, like in terms of the MCs that have come out and the MCs that I've seen, you know, and the tunes that you put out, like with Loki and Kalashnikov and, you know, Mike Righteous, and, you know, these are kind of the MCs that I know right now in India is still evolving, right? We're still evolving as hip hop in
yeah,
India.
yeah, yeah.
But this word, whole conscious hip hop, and like you see, 100 RBH also is a product of that. Like, and Swadesi is
Yeah,
also
yeah,
a product
of
of that.
course.
And so just to see a man like be in the land where we, you know, have so much history with. Like we also have history with UK,
Of course.
and be like in a place where we would expect someone would be scared.
To
You know?
come here.
No, to not come
Oh,
here.
to say
Things
okay, yeah,
that
yeah,
you
to
said,
say, yeah,
you
yeah,
know, and the way that you said it, like, is commendable. Like, it puts courage in a lot of artists in this part of the world,
That's a powerful thing.
Yeah, it's powerful, man.
Definitely, that's a powerful thing.
Yeah, and so what would you like to say about, like, in terms of your journey as a MC, like, over the past years that you've seen, and, like, I feel like it's very few people, the journey that you've seen, like, a lot of people who start being, like, you started as a young boy, and, like, to become where you are, like, well respected, and you see the love that you receive in this part of the world as
That's a
well.
blessing, yes.
How does it feel like in terms of, like, the journey? How's it been, like,
I tell you the truth, for me, it is I think it's the most rewarding part to have my music travel so far and reach certain people that I've never met or even. That's the powerful thing of music, Like
Yeah.
you can send a vibration out, and as long as everyone's on the same vibration, you'll be able to connect with people from all over the world, just via music. You understand?
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a crazy blessing to be able to travel to other countries, and they know Spectator, for instance. Like for Spectator, for instance, that was like, I wrote that, or I started writing it, should I say? I started writing it when I came back from Africa the first time when I was like 15 years old. Yeah.
It's deep, that tune. Fuck.
And I saw the poverty there, and I saw certain things, and I thought I have to write this down. I just wrote it in poetry form at first.
Yeah.
And
For me, that's black excellence.
blessings, my brother.
As like Nas and some of the, like, that fucking tune right there, like, it was.
It was like I say, for me at the time writing it, it's just an expression, It's an expression. It's just me saying, yo, I'm looking at all of this stuff going on, and I'm gonna talk about all of these things going on. I don't know the solutions to all these things that are going on, but creating awareness is the first step. Once you create awareness, then we can build off that. Do you understand? So yeah, Spectator for me was just me trying to create awareness about as much things as I can. All the things that was on my head at that time. Do you understand?
And why I have more respect is, is that all this while you could have chosen to get signed with a major. Like, for example, Spectate, I'm sure you released it independently,
Everything,
without
everything.
question.
I've never been signed
Published
to any-
independently, and like
everything.
never,
Everything.
it's so even more like, you gotta, because I know, like, in the production, executing also, it's a fucking pain in the ass.
It's a lot. It's a
To
lot.
make the tune, to produce it, then make the video, and to do it independently for fucking decades is.
Yeah, and I'll tell you the truth, I wouldn't recommend it, yeah? I wouldn't unrecommend it, but at the same time, like you say, I know I have a powerful message to deliver, and I think with the right team around me, from young, I possibly could have got my message further than I got it, do you understand?
Yeah.
So I wouldn't ever tell anybody, don't get help, but it has to be the right help, You have to make sure it's not the devil helping you, car.
No, for me as a consumer, because I'm also a consumer of UK music, if I may say, and if I want to hear someone express, maybe I get one tune from maybe Skepta, like a bullet from a gun, or something like that, or maybe one tune from Stormzy, but it's very few men who are really expressing, you know what I mean? Like, maybe, and then, okay, I came deep into the music industry, and I really understood that it's the labels that are really stopping them to do what, to say certain things,
the
and
labels are trying to create. Obviously, it's like every country, labels are trying to create popular, mass consumption food. You understand? And
like McDonald's of music.
exactly, you
Yeah.
understand. So quick turnaround, boom. So, but if you're looking for anything with any kind of real substance, obviously you have to go to the grassroots. You can't just look on the surface of a country. You look from a distance. You look from a distance, and UK might look pretty and that. And when you come, you think, okay, nah, it's not really. So you can't take just the surface artists that you're gonna get thrown in your face. If you come to the proper underground of hip hop, we got mad talented individuals in our scene.
Yeah.
Like creators that are just crazy with the hip hop skills, if you want to put it like that. Yeah. So, yeah, man, you have to go to the essence of any situation.
Yeah. I wanted also to speak about more blacks, more dogs, more Irish.
Yeah.
Why this topic is because, lots of people in India don't really know about the Irish struggle and the Irish revolution or whatever, happened back in the day, and how it is still, relevant in today's time,
Obviously the Irish situation was the British going to Ireland, claiming land, and that was it. It was as simple as that. It was colonization of our lifetime, basically, and it was done. There's a lot more technicalities to it, like there's a little bit of religion associated and etc. But bottom line is the English went over there and took the land. Even down to today, Northern Ireland is still British territory, which doesn't make no sense because
it's different on the map.
Ireland is an island.
Yeah.
And then the top part is British.
Yeah, it makes no sense.
It's like Gibraltar.
Yeah.
Gibraltar in Spain, it's the same thing. It's like the British just need ownership of places. Obviously, we know for strategic war maneuvers in the future, they need to have positions where they can
have their bases and everything.
Exactly. So we know the agenda. We know what going on. So the Irish struggle, it's been like that from through the 80s. I think the IRA were rebelling.
Irish Republic Association.
Yes, they were rebelling against the British monarchy. Killed quite a few innocents in the process, which is not good. They done a lot of mad ways of getting their point across, but it's each to their own in my eyes. When you're going against the government, it's
as powerful as the fucking British government, because at that time you're talking about them looting all of 2 continents and sucking out all the money, and they have so much fucking reserve. You're going against them, you have balls.
So you have to rate the Irish for that, definitely. And then years later, Sinn Féin evolved. So you have to. They went about their revolution, and now they're in the political system. So hats off.
Because the first time when I seen this, it's very close to our struggle of independence as well.
Because you US have the signs over here as well. No Indians.
No Indians, no dogs.
No dogs. Yeah.
That's what outside the theatres and outside.
That's what the British people came over here. Imagine the audacity.
Can you imagine?
You're coming to somebody else's country and saying
the dogs are not allowed.
And the dogs.
But there's a funny meme though. If you see, there's your current Prime Minister, Mr. Rishi Sunak, walking in the palace with the dog.
That's jokes.
Yeah, man.
I like that.
No, but it's the struggle is, another common link between this is definitely, we had the same, no dogs and no Indians. But there was a revolutionary called Bhagat Singh, whose photo is in my house.
Okay.
His best friend, because Bhagat Singh died at a young age. He died a martyr at 24. He's younger. Because there was a massacre, it's called the Jallianwala Bagh in India.
Okay.
And they were they shot down more than 300 innocent people, for a protest. He wanted to take revenge, so Mr. Bhagat Singh's friend came all the way to London after 6 years, traveling from Russia to Brazil and, different places. The people who helped him assassinate, General Dyer, who's the guy who ordered the massacre in India, were the IRA.
See it there.
The ones to give them the guns and
they support everyone. That's how you know, the Irish people. The Irish, they love.
He's Punjabi, this guy, his name is Ram Mohammed Singh Azad, aka Frank Brazil, aka Uddam Singh, my G. He shot him in Caxton Hall.
Gangster.
Yeah.
Gangster.
He had a pistol in the book and just shot him like.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. So like the links were there as well, you
Yeah,
know. Like
of course.
it's crazy to see it, you know. Like these things.
And the Irish were slaves as well. The Irish, they weren't as strong as Africans, so they weren't as useful, and they used to burn in the sun. But yeah, there were a lot of nations were taken as slaves that people don't really know about, because the majority of slaves did come from Africa. That's a
Reality.
That's a reality. Yeah, but slaves were taken from all over the world. Like it was a thing, and it still exists till today.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, in terms of in slavery in India, I think the modern day slavery is like the men who are building up the Middle East.
Yeah,
You know,
You
that's
understand?
like
You
fucked.
understand? So we know how the game changes, but
Yeah. But I got to ask you, like, you know, of course, I ask my brothers this question all the time off podcasts. But like, you know, I ask my Indian man them, how's it like to be in a predominantly white country, being born as a man of color, you know, how's the system been to you? Because we sort of Indians dream of immigrating everywhere, most of them.
yeah,
I'm
to
not
the
one of
west,
them.
To the west.
To the west.
Yeah.
Now to the east also. Now wherever they find land, they just
Come
want to
out,
go.
yeah.
But they want to leave, you know, and it's when they go there, they meet like people, they see reality and they understand, yo, it's not rainbows, sunshine and rainbows, you know.
Far from it. It's far from it. You know, it's like it's mad because a lot of people from so-called third world countries are trying to come to the West, and then the people from the West really we want to come and live here. I'm trying to live in Africa. I don't want to die in the UK around Karens and Daves and forget all that. I want to die in Ethiopia.
Yes, sir.
You understand? So, yeah, definitely, it's ironic the mentality where you want to come. Some people here want to come there, but really,
But we don't reverse it out.
you understand?
Yeah.
It's reversible. But yeah, man, definitely.
But how was it like it for a man of color, like I was said, like
Yeah,
in
definitely for me as a black man,
Yeah.
growing up in the UK, like, I think I probably had the same struggles everyone had: racism, police, harassment, meeting racist people if you come too far out of your... Because obviously people look at London and see very multicultural, very embracing, etc., which it is. It
Yeah.
is. And every city is like that. You go to Birmingham, you'll get the same love and respect. You get to Manchester City, you understand? But if you come out of the major cities, you will see white Britain. This white people, the majority of UK is still white. So
in the farmlands.
in the farmlands where
Yeah.
they got guns, yeah, they're allowed guns, etc. Or I don't know if they're allowed them, but they've got them. But anyway, yeah, the majority of UK is still white. So you go a bit further out, yeah, it's not hard to find racism. You can go like from where London, in London, the bottom of London is like Croydon, South London.
Okay.
And if you go a little bit about, yeah, you'll find the racism. So you don't have to go too far out of London to find
Just find
it,
that,
you understand?
yeah.
So, yeah, it's not easy. It's not easy, but at the same time, like I say, I am raised with my white nan, Irish nan. My whole family's multicultural. My uncle married an Asian woman. My next door neighbor, aka my brother from young, is a Chinese man. So it's like I have not seen color, but
Yeah.
growing up, it wasn't an issue for me. You understand?
Okay.
But I can acknowledge that people did. You understand? People saw my color and people used to react accordingly. You know, and it's not easy, but at the same time, it's not hard. You
Yeah.
know? We get on with it. It could be worse.
It could be worse. I mean,
I could be a white man in Nigeria.
oh, that's fucking. I know that what that leads to, you know. It's fucked. But like in all of, like, you know, I've also heard your track with Shahida Mansoor. That's one of my
Shadia.
Shadia.
Of course.
Sorry for
Nah,
mispronunciation.
she'll like that still. How do you say it? Say it again. say it again, pal.
Shaida. Nah, I'm sorry. Sis, I'm sorry. I'm just getting it wrong.
M1 calls her Sharjah.
Sharjah. Yeah. M1 from Dead Press.
I'm dead first.
Sick, man.
Sharjah.
No, but these tunes, like, you worked with all of them. Like, you played open for Immortal Technique and
Yeah, big bro.
R.A. the Rugged Man and M1 from Dead Press.
I don't really know R.A. to tell you the truth. That's Amy's
Oh,
people.
sorry, that's Amy,
I haven't
sorry.
even met R1, but
Okay.
I heard he's a good people still.
Okay.
And our lines will definitely connect soon.
Yeah.
But yeah, M1's my brother. Immortal Technique always hails me if he comes to London, which is a blessing, and vice versa if I ever go to New York. We'll link up and connect the dots, you know. The track's in the making, you know, it will come soon enough.
Yeah. But, like, for me, my question is always that, like, you know, how do these people think, like, in terms of, aren't they scared? Like, guys like Immortal Technique, the things that he said and the positions that he's standing, is like, you're gonna get fear of assassination every day, like.
Assassination, yeah, but at the same time, if you're not
You know where I'm coming from, like.
if you're not alive, you're dead.
Yeah.
You understand? So, if you have...
I was worried for Loki when he removed Obaba Nation 1, 2, 3. I was like, yo, this guy, like, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I think he was the fucking sitting prime minister or president at that time, and I was like, yo.
Yeah, he was.
How, like, can someone do it also at the
See,
same?
if you stand by something, you gotta stand by it, bro.
Yeah,
You
I
know?
mean, it's
That's
commendable,
it.
bro.
And regardless of the outcome, you know, whatever's gonna come back from it, you have to stand by it, you know. Whether or not you're rapping on a track or whether or not you're just voicing in the street,
Yeah.
you have to be able to speak up, because at the same time, there's people that can't speak up.
Yeah.
You understand?
You gotta be the voice of the voiceless.
There's millions and millions and millions of babies in Congo right now who can't speak up. You understand? So it's a privilege to be able to speak up. Do you understand?
Yeah,
It's a privilege to be able to have a position where you're able to speak. So if you're able to say something and have any form of impact on humanity, I beg you do that. And the more people that do that, you know.
Yeah, that's why, I mean, you're not just an artist, you're a revolutionary. You know,
Bless
very
my
few revolutionaries that I've come across and heard also. Immortal is one of them.
Definitely.
You know, and Amy is on our side, and from UK, I consider a lot, like, you know, many in their own ways also, but like, you know, coming to that, like, what do you think about the other grime scene and, like, you know, the other garage and grime and UK drill, if I may call it right now, you know?
The UK drill scene.
Yeah,
Well,
because you know the man, like the youngers in like the young people in Mumbai. Yeah,
what do they like, the drill or the grime scene?
I would say, like, we grew up like looking at
grime.
you. No, we
Okay.
looking at you. At the same time, we looked at Skepta and Boy Better Know and Wiley's. You know, Stormzy maybe later on, but at that time was, it was one side People's Army Global Faction.
Yeah.
You know, and the other side was Boy Better Know and
Grime and that, yeah.
Grime and that.
That
was
the
our mix.
Right now, it's foolish music, really. In my eyes, there's not no progression to the music that's being made on the whole from the UK, like the drill music, should I say.
Yeah.
The grime scene is nice, you know. The grime scene's vibes, and they're making a lot of money now.
Yeah.
Like, the grime scene has worked hard, and the genre alone, as a whole unit, as a community, they've built their scene, and they've built their demand. You understand? So, yeah, the grime scene's thriving, and I think the grime scene started off. They used to chat foolishness still. I think the grime scene used to chat.
Compared to the lyrics, like, if I'm also a consumer, since I speak English because I was not forced to speak English, so now I can choose.
Yeah.
So compared to that, of course, the wiser lyrics were like on Team People's Army, you know, comparatively.
No, definitely. I think.
But the energy was right. It felt right. Like,
that's what I'm saying. I think grime evolved, and now it's like a certified art form genre, if you want to say that. And there's a lot less foolish music coming from the grime scene. But now you've got the younger generation.
Even Idris Elba is trying his luck.
Who's that?
Idris Elba, the actor.
Idris,
Yeah.
But Idris is old school, you know. Idris came from the UK hip hop scene.
Yeah.
As a DJ.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he just started off as or my mistake, maybe I think he's rapped always. He's always rapped. Idris Elba used to rap back in the day. I know that much, but I'm not sure if he was a DJ first or a rapper. But I know he's always been, before acting, music was his thing, you know. So I respect that he's coming back and paying homage, and even the latest thing he's done, he's done something recently to highlight knife crime. So
yeah, I seen
he does a lot of
video.
campaigns, and he does a lot of good things.
So as a consumer in Mumbai, I also used to wonder, why is Logic and likes like Logic and Akala not doing grime? Like, that was my first question, you know.
Well, I swear Carla does a bit of grime. Carla does.
No, I mean grime what I mean, like, you know, also videos like that, but you don't really have to show knife and everything, but still, like, you know, the way we were watching, I mean, it's not to compare anyone to anyone, but it's like, as a consumer, I was just my question, you know, like, because
you know what it was for me.
You guys would murder like a grime beat any day, like.
It was just not my thing. I've got grime tracks. Like I've got a couple grime tracks or whatever, but it's just not my thing. I grew up listening to CNN, Nas, Jay-Z. Like that was my essence. The youths who grew up listening to Wiley, yeah, they're gonna do grime, but it was never in my, you know, my upbringing. Grime wasn't in my upbringing. I used to rave to grime. I used to go raves to Garage and all of these artists. I used to go, they're my dancing music. You know? All of that music I see as dancing music. I don't see it as...
Yeah, your influence was like from the States.
Yeah, 100%. It was more hip-hop based. So, yeah, for me, making grime was not my thing. I'm not anti it, you know, but it was never my calling.
I think, it's never say never. Like, as a consumer, I still would love to see a couple of grime tunes coming out.
This is what I'm saying, tempo-wise.
Some brothers from UK, you know.
Yeah, tempo-wise, I've got grime tracks out, but content-wise.
Content-wise,
that's what I heard as well. I was speaking to a drill artist from Ireland, actually, Ink.
Okay.
He's actually the biggest drill artist in Ireland, yeah, I'd say. And I think I spat him a drill, what I considered a drill track that I got. And he said, it's not drill. He said, you're not drilling. He said, there's no shank.
There's no shank.
There's no stab.
Shit.
There's nothing drilly about it.
There's not drilly as well.
I was told that
this is not drilly enough.
The content is what makes it drill as well. But,
fucking hell.
Yeah, that's not really, I don't adhere to that. But yeah, I got a couple of little drilly tracks. Scarface, one of my big tracks, Scarface, I would consider as drill.
As drill, okay.
You understand?
Yeah, because your energy, like, you know, to be honest, I'm going to be like super blunt, right? When I see some of the drill artists, you know, or some of them, I feel like, yo, these guys, like, one punch, 4 knockouts, you know, like, pa. You know, these guys talking about being tough and all, you know?
Yeah, they're smooth boys. And most of them, it's like you say, it's a trend now.
Yeah.
You understand?
I mean, they're trying to be tough, but if you, like, come to Mumbai, man, you guys getting, like, robbed.
Yeah, eaten
broad
alive.
daylight, you know?
Eaten alive. Eaten alive.
I don't know if it's the same vice versa for, like, if some of the Mumbai, like, boys come there, but...
Well, I'll tell you the truth. If for people from...
I mean, the
India,
rappers, you know?
No, yeah, from India, though, you've lived a certain life.
Yeah.
So, to come to UK, you know, these boys aren't really... Do you understand? Even if you're the tamest boy in India, you've still seen...
Everything.
Everything.
Yeah.
You understand? So, there's a lot of the boys from UK talking drill. You go to the street, they're good boys. They're good boys. They don't do anything they're talking about. It's just the genre. They're fitting the genre of what's going on now. So they're trying to fit in. And my thing is always to stand out.
Yeah, man. You've always been standing out, that's for sure. But in terms of spirituality, like, have you been like a Christian, or would you consider yourself Catholic, or like, because we somehow presume everyone from England is Catholic.
Yeah, it's a Catholic country.
First of all, we presume everyone from England is white. Yeah, if
well, you're not, like I said, you're not wrong. The majority are.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And then secondly, like, this is the assumption that everyone is Christian.
Yeah,
so what would you allude, like,
I was
your upbringing?
I was raised Catholic.
Okay.
I went to Catholic school. My nan's Catholic, Irish. She's still Catholic. I kind of left the religion. I was just thrown into it, to tell you the truth. I was just put into a Catholic school from young. But it was never my thing, you know. I always saw through religion to speak to God. Do you understand?
Yeah.
It's never really been. I've never needed advice. I've never needed a book to tell me how to speak to my Creator. You understand? So I think from young, and with my mum's teachings, my mum's very in tune with Mother Gaia, you know. So she kind of explained to me a lot of things from early as well, and she didn't force me to make any decisions, but she, with her influence, I kind of saw for myself and started to research for myself. So like I've studied religion. I've studied Islam. Obviously raised Catholic, you're forced to study. You ain't got a choice.
You ain't got a choice.
You ain't got a choice. So I've studied Christianity and Catholicism.
Yeah.
And later on I studied Islam and Judaism.
They're all brothers, no?
Definitely are. And
Abraham and all the same names everywhere.
Yeah, they're all the same names and the same books, man. This is what people don't understand. To me, it's like...
it's the same.
I like religion, you know. I like what it has done for many people. But I don't adhere to religion myself. Do you understand? I don't feel I need a religion to speak to God, like I said. Yeah. But,
You know why I ask you this? It's because now you're in India, you're in Mumbai, and land over here, we're Hindus, and like mostly we're Hindus, and there are other cults as well. There's Jains, Sikhs, the men who wear turban.
Yeah.
There's Buddhists, the ones who follow Buddhists.
Yeah.
And for us to be having called pagans in the Western, but whatever, but in our land, like, you know, where we're praying to the river and we're praying to the sun, we're praying to all these elements. So I would think, like, what would a person think, you know, with the African inheritance, you know, because this is very close to what would be practiced in ancient Africa as well.
Definitely.
You know, like in terms of praying to the spirits and praying to Mother Nature.
100%.
So, like, how would...
I think when you go to any...
ancient...
Yeah, like you go to South America.
Yeah.
You go to Africa. You go to the Aboriginals.
Yeah.
You go to any tribes people, they will have ways of being in touch with their Creator. Their own ways, their own way of contacting and communicating. You understand? And I think all of them have a common thing between them. And that's nature.
Yeah.
You understand? I think nature is the main
ancestor, like
ancestor.
Yeah.
To me, that is Mother Gaia. Like, I think we are all part of nature. So nature is, in essence, everything. So I think when you go and you learn the teachings of Aboriginals and you learn the teachings of the ancient Mayans and you learn the teachings of like Buddhist monks, etc., they're all
preaching the same
to
thing.
The elements.
Yeah.
The elements is where they source their information, you know. So I think that speaks volumes.
Yeah, it does, and it also makes you dig in more of appreciate other people's culture as well.
100%.
Like you find that wisdom has one central source, but other people also have access to it. Yeah. So you respect the ancient cultures of different lands, you know, and that's why to bring into from this conversation, you're probably the first or one of the first African artists to come from African heritage, of course, like you're UK, but I'm saying African because, you know, there is a lot of influence, you know, in terms of the music and what you represent.
So the first black man on your channel, yeah?
No, it's not about that. The first black man to make music with a lot of black men from India, you know, because you've seen the colors. We've got black men here as well, man.
Come on, we're the same color, man.
We're the same color, you know.
Look at it.
Yeah, almost.
Like, we're the same color, fam. How you mean almost? We think you're darker?
I think I'm a little...
You're not darker than me, fam. Because you live here, that's all.
Yeah, 50 degrees. You know. So, the first guy, you know, I want to know about your trip to India, like the first time you came here and you know, because it's a big thing, you know, for a lot of, not just me, but you've seen the last 3 days.
Yeah, beautiful thing, man. Definitely.
You know, so many MCs.
Yeah, the music scene, I love the music scene over here. And yeah, the first time I came was when I shot my brother video. And and we went to the Upper Art
Art Festival, yes.
with the Swadesi Dons. That's when I met Swadesi crew and Dopadelics. So yeah, that just opened my eyes to the whole. I tell you the truth, it was surprising.
Yeah.
Do you understand? Because maybe it was a bit of ignorance on my part. Maybe I had expectations or something, but I didn't expect the scene to be so prevalent and thriving, so to speak. Even though it wasn't thriving back then, but present.
It was present.
It was present. You understand? Now it's actually.
Especially because you came for the fest where all the b-boys were there, the BMX guys, the graffiti guys. You could see all the elements.
All the elements, and how India was actually in Mumbai, or however you want to put it, was actually embracing hip hop on the whole. Was kind of, for me, it's like, wow, okay, hip hop is really a global thing. Do you understand? But my first trip to India, what was it, about 7 years ago now?
7 years ago, yeah.
Yeah.
You shot Brother.
I shot the Brother video.
Yeah.
We had Global Faction came with us that year, actually, Global Faction came, so we shot the Brother video.
Yeah.
That's when I met Swadesi, yourself, Dopadelics. And that's when the connections were made, so to speak. Like, that's when we first started the journey together. And
at Upper Art Fest.
Upper Art.
Yeah,
That was called
that's how you
Upper
got it.
Art Fest. Yeah, man, that was a blessing. A load of different. Yeah, that showed me that that India was embracing hip hop. The Upper Art Fest, because it fully embraced hip hop from all different aspects. You know, met a lot of artists, ate good food. Yeah, man, that was my first experience of India. It was a short one. It was a brief one. I remember I didn't stay too long.
Couple of days.
Yeah, but it was enough for me to want to come back.
And how's it going on? Like, I know I can speak about this experience because it's been more than a week, you know, since you're here. How's it been like?
Beautiful, man. It's just that I know it's not long enough, you know. Like, it's like going to Africa, so to speak. You can't go to Africa and really get any proper work done in 2 weeks. You can, don't get me wrong, but with a month, you can get a lot more done, you know. You can plan things out, etc., etc. But yeah.
This time you're doing like 3 festivals back to back.
Yeah,
like
this is a very busy schedule.
Sunsplash, and then, you know, you were like, you know, we were supposed to do the Control-Alt-Delete, but, you know, the timings and everything, unfortunately. But you linked up with all the guys, and you got tracks coming up with them. You're doing another festival in this weekend.
The Kula Festival, yes.
The biggest tattoo festival in India, and there's also the hip hop festival where the b-boys are coming and the cypher.
Yeah, man,
so it's like
looking forward to that one there, special one.
So it's like, how has it been like this time? Was it more, because this time you're really getting to see the demographics as well, like you've been to Goa.
Yeah, this time I've had more of a time to proper enjoy the culture and get to understand the demographics
eating
more.
The seafood in Goa, eating the fish and the lobster.
Why are you trying to remind me of Goa, fam?
No, I'm just saying, like, Mumbai is like lovely as well, but
got seafood here, yeah?
Yeah, with my mums.
Okay, let's go to mummies. But yeah, now the experience so far has been beautiful.
Yeah,
beautiful.
And you've got a tune coming out like with a lot of guys, but immediately is with Suicycle from Dopadelics now.
Yes, sir. Like obviously from the first trip, we connected the dots. I got works with MC Mawali in the making as well, but for now, me and Stoney, I got about to
because you're gonna shoot the music video anytime soon, definitely. You know.
We're gonna shoot it while I'm here.
Yeah.
Get that done. So look out for that on your TV screens.
Yeah. Then you've got like music coming out with Quake, in talks with like Hard Ladke, like a group of youngers from Mumbai. Nasty Ninja, who's like known for his Afro music. It's quite a lot, you know.
You know, I come here and I want to connect with as much people as I can. Understand? And as long as their energy is right, we can make something happen, you know. And try and put a message out there together. Yeah.
I want to know about your new album. Of course, I had the privilege to listen to one of the songs, you know, during the cypher.
Okay.
You know.
Scarface. Yeah.
Yeah, Scarface, like, you know.
Yeah, I Am King.
I Am King.
Project, my latest works.
Yeah.
Self-explanatory, I think, but I think it's basically an empowerment album. Like it's a reminder for people to understand that we are royalty, we are special individuals. As individuals, we all have worth, we all have you know, value, so to speak. So, yeah, man or woman, I am king, you're a king. If you're a woman, you're a queen, etc. Hold your head high and carry yourself like one.
Yeah, it takes a lot to make an album though, and I don't know a lot of people, coming out from the UK with albums now, to be honest. So was it a long process to get this album done, or like it was just?
Nah, for me, I think everyone's got their own way about making music. I just make music in abundance. You understand? I just make. Even now, I'm sitting down on. I could probably be sitting down on like 10, 20 albums worth of tracks that are unreleased. As music's like a therapy for me, so I'll make music for myself. I don't make music just to sell.
Correct.
So I'm not just making music to sell. So I'm always making music. It's a natural therapeutic remedy for me.
So it's so many albums just laying there basically. You just
Sitting down, and it's just every now and then I think, all right, it's time for another album. Let me put something together. So yeah, my next work though, don't get me wrong, I've got a work I'm working on at the moment, which is more focused.
Okay.
Whereby I've been creating it meticulously in a certain way, etc., etc. But yeah, on the whole, I tend to just make tracks, my bro, and then when it comes to album time, I'll select the tracks that can make the album.
I'm just super excited. I'm even more excited, like, to be honest. I'm even more excited for these collaborations that's going to come out, because it's like, a lot of few artists have collaborated from UK to India.
Yeah.
And a lot of established, I would say, like established artists, like, I would like put in the category who are legendary status, have collaborated it with the people in this side of the world,
Yeah.
And it's crazy when I think of it, like Africa, India, 20% of the world, like 40% of the world represented, It's powerful when, like, you think on just the amount of representation that's happening with these collaborations. So I'm super excited,
100%.
Yeah.
These collaborations that we're working on at the moment, especially the one with Stoney, that one there is epic. We've been sitting on that track for a little while, so being able to bring that to life is a blessing. The tune I got with Quake is energetic energy, and yes, it's good to just show people, especially not just here. It's good to show people in the UK that there's a thriving scene over here, because a lot of people don't know.
Yeah, really, they don't.
You understand? They don't know that the hip hop scene over here is doing what it's doing. There's a few that do. Like my brother Shabs has started a thing called Desi Chill.
Okay.
And he's back.
Oh, that's him.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
He's back and forth building.
He was just here 3 days ago, my friend.
I know. I just missed him. That's what my boy told me that
Okay.
he went to the listening party they had. But yeah, he's building over here, which when I go back, I'll start connecting the dots.
Yeah, you should, because one of my MCs was like, oh, this new thing and everything. I'm like, okay, so yes.
See it there. So yeah, it's coming, but it's good to show people back in the UK. There's a big Asian community in the UK, as you know. So it's good to show them that, wow, they're not just rap from the UK and the States. There's actually hip hop from your own country that you can be supporting, and send back your pounds. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Send back your dollars.
Yeah, the other way around, like, yeah.
Real talk.
Yeah, man. And like, I really wanna end on a note where I wanna speak like what's next in terms of, that's an album coming, but it's just music after music and more collaborations, and
until I'm dead, my brother.
Until death.
I'll be making music. I believe I'll always be trying to bring you. Like, I'm gonna start artist management this year.
Okay.
And managing Malachi, my little young buck.
Yeah.
That we brought
He's
on
sick.
this trip as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's a big part of my next plans, etc. Got the studio. I got my own studio in London that I'm building.
Yeah.
We've got a lot of youth projects we do in London with the local community, etc. And yeah, just always building, my brother, always trying to connect the dots wherever they can be connected. So India was just another stage of my journey, and it's a blessing to come.
And if you had like a message to a young MC who's coming up, like, you've got years ahead of him and like lots of
Come on, bro. Man said
experience.
Years. How do you know how much years?
No, experience, like for young gun.
Experience is a
experience,
good word, yeah. Why you say years?
No, I'm just saying. I didn't use the magic word though.
yeah. Right, cool. Yeah, no, definitely. For the youngers coming up.
The young TOD FODs,
So come on, my brother, salute always, TOD FOD. And yeah, just persistence, like, but not persistence, not fake persistence. Don't force persistence, you understand? I'm not telling you to go and force yourself to make 2 million tracks. If this is really your passion and what you are passionate about, it should come natural. And if it comes natural, do it as much as you can. Because it's your way of releasing. You understand? I think that about anything. If boxing's your release, do it as much as you can. If football's your release, do it as much as you can, because that's your way of releasing. So it's the same with musicians. I would recommend doing it as much as you can. Sharpen your tool. Make sure your tool's sharp. Because when you go out and want to
Buster, like
swing swords with a big swordsman, you got to be ready to chop him up.
Yeah, for sure.
Make sure your tool's sharp and work on your craft. And yeah, man, persistence is key. Put yourself out there. Don't be shy. There's no shy in hip hop. You understand? So stay positive and say something that needs to be said. You understand? I'm not telling you to go and be this conscious rapper, fight the revolution or etc. You can do your drill music, I'm not even against them, but say something that needs to be said.
Yeah.
You understand? And yeah, that's...
Stand up for your people and...
100%, that should come natural.
I think that's a lot to do with the influence of when you see 100 RBH and the likes of them and,
Yeah, man, definitely. Because to see him from the first trip, I used to remember him, he was a young, quiet lad, And I don't even remember him spitting back then.
Yeah,
you understand?
He was super shy.
Super shy, you understand?
Yeah.
So
and
I think that's exactly what I just said. Don't be shy.
Don't be shy.
That came before, but ultimately
he got the message.
He got the message.
You could see, yes,
before. You understand?
Yeah,
he knew it already. So
no, he got the message through listening to your lyrics, fam.
See it there.
Just listening. And even though he probably didn't understand, but just watching us and them like talk about like the whole movement, and he really understood that. Okay, I can say what I want as well.
That's powerful.
Yeah,
that is powerful. Definitely.
And I also want to ask you, like, since Dharmesh TOD FOD was one of the first Indian artists also to come in the ends, like linking up with all the people, and I'm supposed like he was in the RU1 fam One Love video as well,
Yeah.
And what like memory would you have of him?
Think for me,
because he's a big guy here now,
I think for me, TOD FOD, the most powerful thing about TOD FOD for me, because he was the one with the least English. Do you understand? He was the hardest to communicate with verbally.
Yeah.
But we had to communicate via energy. And I think that's how I got so close to the young lad. Easily, it was easy to get close to him because it was all via energy. Do you understand? So his energy alone was one of the most powerful things I think I came across when I came to India. You understand? You
had a lot of influence on him, and he had a lot of like in terms of like he looked up to you a lot.
That's a blessing still. That's a blessing, and I hope I know.
Like he studied your music, and he got the influence of like a lot of influence.
That's powerful. That is powerful. Yeah. Like, it was a blessing to have him in London as well. It was a blessing to.
It's crazy when I think about it. Like he's so young, 21, from the fucking hood of Mumbai with the big man them like in London, with the likes of you and.
He came true, man. He came true.
Yeah.
He came true. And give thanks, Car.
Did he kill it in when he performed?
Shut it down, man. Come on. That's normal. TOD FOD the energy. That's why I said energy, Like, and my performance is energy based. Yeah, there's the message, but you'll get the message because of the energy that I've shown you. You understand?
It's intense.
You understand? So that's what TOD FOD brought as well. You understand? I saw that from my first interactions with the kid. So yeah, man, may his soul be blessed. Rise in power, Mr. TOD FOD.
Yeah, and hopefully because of this our journey, many more TOD FODs will be inspired, and
Inshallah, come on.
many more kids,
That's the
coming.
aim. If we're able to influence others, then and help other people's journeys in any way we can, job is done.
Yeah. It's already happening, like, the first, like, you had Dharmesh, and then, we see he passed, and then coming back, working with more youngers. We're already doing it,
Of course, we're doing it, man. It's in the process.
In the memories,
we're discussing it, but at the same time as discussing it, it's actually happening. You understand? So we give thanks.
Yeah, we give thanks, man. It's all the brother like Dharmesh blessing us, that
100%.
we don't have any troubles, We find the tuk-tuks when we want to, we have no problems.
We have no problems. Give thanks. Salute. Always TOD FOD.
Brother, I think it was such a pleasure having you here, and I know we can go on and on and on. And I know this is not the last time. I mean, this is something that, like, I've just started to, like, get to see other side of the artist as well, and get to know more about, the knowledge side of the artist. And I know a lot of MCs especially who look up to you, like you've seen in the past few days with you'll see
that's a power. It's a blessing. It's shocking as well, because like I say, it's shocking to know your music has influenced people from so far away. But
fucking far.
It's
fucking far.
Yeah, it's far.
Yeah.
But it was definitely at the Control-Alt-Delete. It showed me that 100%.
Yeah, with Shakespeare and everyone, they heard your music, like they know your lyrics.
100%.
It's amazing. It must feel amazing, like.
It does.
Yeah.
It's a true blessing.
Yeah, and we're gonna do more of this. Like, hopefully we get.
Man.
I mean, not hopefully. We're gonna see you, like, again in India, and probably again in the show as well, and with the army as well.
I'll be back once a year, definitely. Maybe even more than that. So
we're here, man. The links have been established. My brother.
Love always, King.
Love, brother. Thank you really, honestly, for doing this.
Blessings. Thank you for having me, man. It's a blessing to chop it up with you. We chat enough shit off the mic, so we may as well do it on
mic, and get, like, people heard, Needs to be heard.
It does. Salute as always. Yo, salute, Logical People's Army. Here with my brother Shantanu. You don't know. Thank you for having me. Make sure you stay tuned. Shakahari TV. Don't miss out. Subscribe, like, all of them thing there. You don't know how it goes. My brother. Rah!
Let's go, brother. More blacks, more dogs, more Irish, and more Indian, fam.
And
Let's
more
go.
Indian.
And more
Come
Indian.
on.
Let's go, bro.
Love,
People's Army, Mumbai, man.
Salute as always.
Let's go.